Hi guys, I'm Amy. I felt guided to come on and do a reading for the Masculine Collective. So I'm going to start with the Wildwood Tarot. Spirit, what is it that this Masculine Collective needs to see and hear at this time? Show me what this Masculine Collective needs to see and hear. Thank you, Spirit. So we start with Seven of Bows, clearance. A time to make decisions and choose priorities. Focus on what you really need in your life and what it is time to dispose of and cut away, especially if it's worn out and broken or no longer meets your needs or the journey of life. Okay, so there may be some things you need to throw out, old things you're holding on to that are keeping you stuck in a way. Next we have number 21, the World Tree. And this would just be the World card and other decks. Is the symbol of a conscious bridge between the living macrocosm and the inner universe of the human psyche. The World Tree marks the end of one journey for the wanderer and the beginning of another. The wanderer began the journey around the wheel with an innocent and childlike curiosity, but the subtle growing process experienced on the way has brought inner gifts of wisdom and awareness. The final step is to follow the path through the living maze and enter the heart of the World Tree to become one with the wholeness of the universal mind. Nothing is hidden, and no misleading or cunning diversities are set to lead the unweary off the path, but to gain access to the tree, one must walk the path and complete the journey. The universal labyrinth has no dead ends or false routes, but leads on one wandering pathway from the entrance inexorably to the center, perhaps symbolizing the passage of the sun or guarding the souls of dead ancestors and spirits in their place of repose. It remains a pathway to the core of the mysteries and an easily recognized image of the human journey. Though the doorway at the base of the tree is clearly visible and nothing stops the traveler from directly approaching it, walking the labyrinthine pathway is a ritual requiring patience and insight and enabling contemplation and meditation on the meaning of the journey. What may be found beyond the door is both individual and universal, for encompassed within the branches of the World Tree are the 4 seasons of the cycle of life. Through the restful healing of winter to the fertile freshness of spring, the power and joy of summer, and the wisdom and maturity of autumn, the cosmic light of universal understanding shines from the heart of the tree, creating a bridge to the source of all consciousness and life. The World Tree represents all individual life and all knowledge in one holographic field of consciousness, and paradoxically remains as one entity, whole and complete. This complex concept is not only stranger than we think, it is stranger than we can think. Okay, next we have 3 of Stones, creativity. An artist listens to the inner voice and hears the wind song of the universe. The courage, freedom, and skill that allow the artist to mediate this energy must be refined and refocused for effective and meaningful achievement. Okay, so this is just saying to be that artist, to be able to pursue a creative path, you have to build that skill, right? And then we have Page of Stones, the links. Pay attention to the physical realm and be aware of the effects generated by everything you do. A strain of wildness and lack of forethought can sometimes hamper your forward passage, but careful consideration readdresses the balance. Okay, so perhaps you're having a hard time right now paying attention to what's going on around you. You may be distracted by things, Next, I'm going to pull from the Wild Unknown Tarot. So, Spirit, what else does this collective need to see and hear at this time on their journey? Do they need to see and hear? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we start with the Two of Swords, Blocked Vision, Stalemate. The Two of Swords depicts two opposing forces that have reached a stalemate. You cannot progress forward with either a relationship or a life decision. There's an answer that's being blocked, maybe by choice. Many times this card will indicate you do not wish to face the truth the light will reveal. Okay, so there's some kind of truth that you are avoiding. Next, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Period of contemplation. A curious card, the Seven of Pentacles shows a period of contemplation and uncertainty. You're looking back at all of your hard work and wondering if it has been a failure or a success. You can't seem to decide. Shouldn't you be reaping more rewards by now? Maybe so, but the mind has control over perception. It's possible your rewards are waiting for you to recognize them. They're not always monetary. Okay, so perhaps there's rewards you've had come in that you have not recognized, and so the universe is not going to give you that monetary recognition until you recognize the other blessings that you have been receiving. Okay, next we have Temperance. It's number 14 in the Major Arcana. The great blue heron remains calm and peaceful as she blends the opposing elements of fire and water. The Temperance card asks you to be a moderator, much like the heron. Focus on cooperation and compromise. If you've been excessive in one aspect of your life, practice self-restraint and moderation now. You'll find a new sense of healing and balance from bringing a little harmony back into your life. Okay, next we have the Hermit. solitude and meditation. The idea of being a hermit is not supported in our society, but in the realm of tarot, hermits are highly celebrated and valued creatures. Through meditation, solitude, and stillness, they bring wisdom to all. When this card appears, it's time to step back from the business of day-to-day life and focus on your inner realm. Become more self-aware. If you're intrigued by meditation, start now. Spend time by yourself. Your inner fire is ready to be lit. It will shine for all to see. Beautiful. Next we have the Father of Cups. Diplomatic and open-minded, the Father of Cups has a truly unique and dynamic personality. He's the most feminine of all the fathers within the tarot and usually a patron of the arts. He's a dignified man who supports his family and community. The only thing holding this man back are his deeply rooted insecurities. They are vast and affect his personality in many unpredictable ways. And I feel like that could be your energy. You are this Father of Cups energy. And then we have the Tower coming out on top of Temperance. Tower number 16 in the Major Arcana. Unexpected upheaval. When the Tower card appears, it's time to brace yourself for a change. The well-rooted tree that's been growing strong for decades is crashing down around you. Your world may feel as though it's literally falling apart and you didn't see it coming. Even though this phase is painful and confusing, it will be over soon. You'll look back and feel grateful things changed course. You might even see it as a personal breakthrough in the end. Okay, so there's an unexpected ending coming for you, but I definitely do think that when it all is said and done, you're going to actually see it as a blessing. It may be hard at this point in time right now, but remember your spirit team is there to support you. Okay, now I want to pull from the Yokai Oracle. So Spirit, what's the final message for this collective today? Final message for this collective today, Spirit. Thank you. So we've got Wanayadu, Fire Wheels, or Soul Takers, Karma, Retribution, Consequences. Cause and effect. A blazing ox cart wheel roars through the night, and in its center sits the tortured face of a man. This is a Wanayadu, the fiery yokai that drags sinners to hell. It appears without warning and strikes terror into those who witness it. Wanayadu embody the Buddhist law of karma, where every deed brings a consequence, good or bad. Inga Oho is a 4 kanji idiom meaning cause, effect, response, retribution. The Wanayadu card represents justice, reminding you that your choices ripple outward and shape your future. Take responsibility for your actions and know that causing intentional harm or acting selfishly and mindlessly can lead to harsh repercussions. On the other hand, being kind and generous and acting with compassion sow the seeds for a brighter, more peaceful future. Reflection. What actions or choices might be shaping your path today? So that's something for you to reflect on. I'm going to leave this reading here. I thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.